Good evening, my boys. It's time for me to speak English a little bit because it's around 11 o'clock p.m. The night is still young. It's already old, right? Because I try to drink a little bit wine to put me to sleep quickly because tomorrow morning I have to go to the center for the transaction of the house, right? Of the new house, right? So I'm a little bit excited, right? After I drink for about 60%, 40%. I'm not sleepy. I'm, a, I'm getting more energetic. Yeah, I got some more fresh memory. But I know you are sleeping. You three, your mother and two boys, you're sleeping like a log, right? Okay, I can talk something about in English is fate or destiny. Yeah. In Indonesia, it's jodoh. Yeah. Kalau in Chinese, it's 缘分. If in Thai, it's wasana. Yeah. I choose this subject because I got feeling now. I think of something because today I teach you the new concept English, book 2, lesson 36 or 61, yeah, about the Hubble telescope, right? So I think of the English. I talk a lot to explain what kind of thing it is. What's the Hubble? Yeah, you never heard of it, right? And I try to make you understand some country like USA is very developed, right? So you have to learn a little bit more to get the American standard, right? In the meantime, I thought of something, interesting. It's the visa to USA. So I just want to talk a little bit my history of visa to USA. I'm graduated in Beijing University of Economics and Trade. My major is English, right? I already have three times arranged for the visa for America. The first one I think is around 1992, something like that, when I work in the Sinochem, China National Chemicals, is the biggest trading company in China, right? I work in the export departments. I got a chance to travel business trip to America, and the visa ticket, everything is ready, right? It's ready. But I'm not lucky. Maybe I don't have the fate or destiny to go there. And the night before we take off, we fly to America. That business trip includes 3 countries: America, Canada, and Brazil. Or three my dream countries. I'm very interested, right? But the flights are canceled because they got a big snow in the airport, so it closed. It's funny thing, right? But now I think it's not an accident. It's something proof. I don't have this fate, yeah. I don't have this luck, yeah, to go there. Yeah, already visa is okay, but I cannot go. All right. And the second time, about 20 years ago, around 20 or 15 years ago, when I worked in Ningbo, China. I work in a private company. They got an exhibition in Las Vegas, right? So the company arranged visa for me. It's okay, finished. But 1 week before the exhibition, the boss, he canceled. I don't know the real reason. He didn't explain. So I couldn't make the trip, right? The second time. And the third time, it's around seven years ago or 6 years ago, right? It's my personal visa. I try to get a visa by myself in Shanghai, right? And your brother helped me to film the blanks in the internet. Everything is okay just for the interview, and I I usually I'm usually very honest what I plan to do. You guys, I just talk with the lady, the officer in the immigration, right? The embassy. In fact, I thought later, I think I make a wrong decision because there are two windows, one lady, one gentleman, right? In fact, I thought, I think I should choose the gentleman window, but I saw the lady is a little bit, how to say, a little bit beautiful or sexy. Yeah, I think maybe she's kind. Maybe she is more willing to accept a male visitor. It's very naive to think this way. So I changed the line to the lady, and my application was cancelled. He asked me, "What are you doing?" I think I'm playing a business visit. I want to try to contact some potential customer, in which because I really did the homework for the hydraulic and pneumatic business. I try to find some customer potential I want to visit and to get some idea. I always want to do some business, right? Because I work for myself. But the visa is not possible. So yeah. After that, I never tried again. Yeah. It's waste me 1,000 RMB. Yeah. Even though it's not big money, but I made me disappointed. I feel very disappointed. What the fuck, right? Yeah, it got nothing to do with me. I think I'm old now, so I'm not so interested to go to anywhere. Yeah, the two countries I like most when I was young is England, in Britain, United Kingdom, right, and the United States. Even my major is English, right, but I never got a chance. It's a funny thing, right? Europe, I traveled 3 times, by myself. Yeah. But for visa, at that time, the English visa is separate. Yeah. So I just visit Germany, Spain, Italy, France. Yeah. But I cannot. I couldn't go to the Britain, right? That's the funny thing. So now when I'm getting older and older, so I don't complain. I think I just lack the faith to go there, right? And I'm not interested anymore. Also, right? But frankly speaking, the Chinese here, they think if you can go there alive, you go to the heaven, something like that. I don't agree. I think everywhere is basically not so different. That's my opinion. Right? If you cannot live well here, how can you prove you can live well there? You are a foreigner. Foreigner, it means disadvantages, right? How can you compete with white people, right? They are more clever, right? They're more handsome. They're more strong, right? We're Asian, right? Asian is the second class, something like that, in my opinion. Yeah. So I think you won't have this kind of problem, right? So funny speaking, right? Even now, I more than 20 years ago, I got a chance to for the business for the exhibition in Tokyo. I've been there once, right? With my ex-girlfriend, right, in Ningbo. I liked it, but only one week. Yeah, I cannot travel. At that time, when I arrived in Japan airport, I talked with the immigration officer when they are checking my luggage. I speak Japanese, and the officer said I'm speaking Japanese with Tokyo accent. Interesting, right? I learned by myself from the radio when I was 16 years ago. I think 16 years old, right? I learned by myself. Japanese is very nice. So I spent the second foreign language, which I spend most of my time and energy, but never got to use. Never got to use. The two languages which bring me some money, right? Make me free or make me happy, right? And a working language is Thai and Indonesian, which I never spend much time in these two languages, but it's the most important for me to survive. That's the joke, right? Now, if you're Chinese, if you want to go to Japan to get a visa, all right, you need to buy a house. It's funny or not? So I'm so happy because now I've got a house here now. Yeah? So it proves I won't disappear in Japan. That's a funny thing. Right. That's one of the reasons I'm happy, so I can apply for a visa in Japan now. But before that, all the houses, you know your mother's name, right? I've got nothing. All right. When I meet my classmates in university classmates, they always say, "I'm still the same." All right. They all have trans, right? I don't. I'm still single. Yeah, legally I'm still single, right? Single. I don't have any property. I don't have much cash, right? Yeah. I just have many books. But the most precious thing for me is I have you two, right? It's enough. I think it's more precious. But my close university friends, they told me I'm crazy. You see, I'm stupid. Why? How can you put everything to your girlfriend? Right? Give you. I don't care. This. I think I can still doing some business to keep myself make both ends meet. Something like right. I can survive. Right? I got some salary for your mom, yeah, because he said I teach you English and Japanese. So I got my salary from her now. Yeah. But anyway, I feel I'm still workable at least in Thailand, right? I'm still have some small business here, so I'm not worrying. I think as long as you are hardworking, you are not stupid, you can make a living, no problem. You don't have to be a YouTuber, waste your time talking with strangers and the bullshit, talk some nonsense about the politics which has nothing to do with you, right? I think it's better to talk with my boys, my clever boys. I think it's the most useful thing, right? Okay, it's so much. It's 12, 13 minutes, right? It's not enough because the memory is almost full. Every time I change my handphone because the memory is full because I recorded so many videos and photos, right? Okay, good night. Oyasumi nasai. Bye bye.